Hey, what it is the ManFUzed Podcast. Kaylee here, audio producer, my real estate broker co-host, Ben H.
In the house.
Yes, he is. So today on the ManFUzed Podcast, I have a relationship question. In relationships, is it an eye for an eye? Meaning, just because my wife had her tubes removed due to a medical condition, or to prevent a medical condition down the road, should I have to go through a vasectomy just because? From a logical standpoint, I know my response and my reaction, which is hell no. But I'm curious as to what you think. If I attended an event, and when I came home from such an event with a stupid, idiotic suggestion to my wife would probably say, you need to stop going to those events. Like,
Right.
For instance, if I kept going to strip clubs and I kept coming home and be like, hey, the stripper told me that we should have a threesome. My wife would probably be like, you need to stop going to the fucking strip club.
Probably.
Right. Or let's say I went to the strip club and they were saying, you should try this on your wife.
Right.
And I came home and said, hey, the stripper told me I should do this to you.
Right.
My wife would probably say, you are not allowed to go to strip clubs anymore. So when my wife attends a baby shower and comes home with some idiotic suggestion, wouldn't it be in my right to go, I don't think you should go to baby showers anymore?
Well, it depends on what the suggestion is.
Well, I thought it was a stupid suggestion, Ben.
Well, what was it?
My wife this past weekend attended a baby shower. She said that when she got back, she said it was a universal thought that because I didn't get snipped, because my wife ended up having her tubes removed due to a cancer precaution.
Right.
Because there's a history in her family.
Sure.
So the doctor suggested, let's just go ahead and remove them.
Right.
I didn't have to get snipped to prevent her from getting pregnant again.
That's nice.
Yes, it was very nice.
Yes, that's awesome. She went first.
Out of a medical need, not because I wouldn't do it.
Right.
I guess all the women were talking at this baby shower and had decided that I need to do it just for the fucking sake of doing it.
It's just bullshit. This is what happens when females start drinking wine and talking about what's fair. No, just because you got your tubes tied
or removed
doesn't mean that I have to get my thing snipped.
I agree.
That's ridiculous.
It's not an eye for an eye.
No, absolutely not.
No, it's not you did this or I did this, so now you have to do it.
Right.
That's what I said. I said it's bullshit.
Right.
Like, why the fuck would I do that? Why would I go in and say, hey, snip my balls and go through this procedure?
For what? I mean, why? You get an award? I mean, you're going to get a pat on the back?
You're
going to get a blowjob? I mean, is something going to happen for you that makes this worth your while? Because at the end of the day, this is a risky procedure. And what if one day you decide you want to have kids again? And
what if I want to sow my seed?
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I don't want any more kids. I mean, as of right now.
Right now, but still.
I know together we don't want more kids.
But, it's one of those things. It's like Jordan Peterson says.
I would have done it, but those procedures are reversible anyway, I believe.
Are they?
I think so.
Well, Jordan Peterson says, a real man is actually a dangerous man that knows how to control himself.
You talking about pulling out?
A respectable man, maybe not respectable, but I forget the way he says it, but he's basically like, listen, it's when you know how to fight, but you don't fight. That's what makes you a dangerous man. It doesn't make you a dangerous man to just not know how to fight and go around talking shit to everybody. You're going to get your ass kicked. You still have a loaded gun. Maybe that's something that your wife feels a little insecure about, the fact that you've got a loaded gun. So you could go out there and have another family, theoretically. On the other hand, not possible.
Well,
tubes were taken out.
Well,
She's
she could.
done.
She could if we went through IVF. She could have another child.
Right.
But you would have to go through IVF. It couldn't be done the all natural way.
Exactly. So maybe there's a little jealousy that you could go all natural, and she doesn't. I don't know. I just think it doesn't feel right to me.
I agree. I mean, and
It's pointless. What's the point?
I guess they feel like it should be an eye for an eye.
I'd love to see a picture of the main woman who's making this suggestion.
Who suggested this?
Yeah. Just wants everybody else to be fucking miserable because she is too.
Well,
Oh, you got your tubes taken out and he didn't get snipped? That's bullshit.
yeah.
You should have him go get surgery.
I'm not going to do that shit.
No.
Fuck no.
Why would you?
Because it would make her somehow sleep better at night.
Would it?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't think so either.
I doubt
She's still tossing.
What's next? You going to get your toes done?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it time for you to go get a mani-pedi?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You dress me up as a woman, call me Martha.
You could, yeah. I mean, it could go that route.
Yeah, I don't know. I just was like, no, I don't think that's a good suggestion. And I think now that you've brought up such a preposterous thought that you should stop hanging out with these people.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't think they do you any justice. And they're not definitely doing me any justice.
No, I mean, here's somebody trying to help your wife push a medical procedure on you.
For no reason.
Well, I mean, there's probably about 2 bottles of wine reasons,
Right.
You know? Just don't have anything else to talk about. I always wonder what people talk about in social situations. I've always wondered this all my life.
Well, I guess it depends on the group that is conversing and,
just
gathering.
in general, like I go into a social situation and I scan the room, right? And I see people talking to one another.
Well, yeah, it's a social situation.
And in a lot of instances, I just don't have much to say. So I'm not going to, engage in conversation that's meaningless. But I just wonder sometimes, what are they talking about? And in this case, obviously, we would have loved to zone in on any other topics that they might have had. How did they even get to this place?
That I don't know. The host of said baby shower, her husband had gone and had the procedure done, and he didn't follow up with the follow-up visit to make sure that it took. And I believe she had a scare that she might have been pregnant again.
But she didn't get her tubes tied or whatever removed.
Not removed. I don't know if she got her tubes tied.
Probably not.
But getting your tubes tied, I believe, isn't 100%.
But
it's
he
like,
got his thing snipped and it didn't work, basically.
Well, she had a scare. It was like a false positive. But he never went to the follow-up appointment to see if it took.
Right. Because he hopes it didn't, deep down inside.
Oh, no, he doesn't want another one. This would be number 5.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be a lot. Yeah.
This guy's shooting slugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like fertile ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a dangerous combination
Huge,
in that household.
Yeah. Oh my
so
gosh.
where that's got to this would be baby number 5 if it went through.
That's insane, man.
You need to make sure it's a heavy household right there. Hey Doc, I know I don't need it, but why don't you just fucking cut me open?
Yeah, no.
Just experiment on me. I've had a friend who had a bad reaction to that, whose nuts had swelled up
Right.
to like the size of like a grapefruit.
Oh, exactly.
And like he couldn't walk and he had to like have him resting like on something.
In which case, she doesn't care.
They had their own pillow.
Right. Meanwhile, the girls are just laughing.
I don't know if they were laughing. I mean,
They were
maybe. I mean, in
They
the back
were.
of their mind, they're laughing.
They were laughing.
It looked like he had elephantitis.
Yeah, they were laughing.
It was not pretty. Hey, thanks for listening to the ManFUzed Podcast. Feel free to join the show, debate the topic, leave us a message, 770-744-5227, or hit us up at manfused.com. Foo Media.